So it's about close to 4 p.m. It's Wednesday on the 5th. I'm back at the hotel. Needless to say, this is a situation that has shaken Heidi to the core. The way in which the whole thing unfolded, as she says, she had a feeling that something was not right. Ramsey could have told us we needed the $2,140 on the day of move-in. Instead, he said you were approved, you were placed, and then after that, just bring the $250 deposit. As I mentioned this morning, miraculously, Josh was not reachable all day long. Only when we went to the Isabella, when Heidi produced the $250 check. And also miraculously, my Social Security disability card has not shown up. It was sent on the 28th. It should have been here by now. So you can see that all of the means were just falling. We got there, we deposited the check, we talked to the manager. Ramsey was running around. He was also giving us the runaway when I called earlier. It's likely I'm naive, but you will have thought, okay, this is a place we have. He told us we're getting you apartment 34-102. Come to find out that apartment will not be ready until September, the middle of September. So you saw what happened yesterday when I went to the hospital and found out about the device. There too, faxes that I sent to the doctor disappeared, and things were essentially set to wait. And it puzzled me that I could not have access to my, Quantum Biology Institute account. And so I couldn't even receive a lease. But when we went today, we were told, oh, you get the $250, just deposit, give a deposit, and then just give your ID, and so on and so forth. So we go get the movers, we come back, they get the stuff to the place, and this is just to show you how cruel it is. It has a lot of echoes of the eviction, and things just constantly falling apart, including the check, the debit card, and as you see here. So it's one by one, all of the means are taking away from you. They're making you a slave to the system, to what they believe you should bow. And they destroy relationship in the process. They're in the business of destroying your lives. And this is what happened. Classical John Todak pool. I tried to get the email from Ramsey's office. I tried to print, nothing. So miraculously, Josh answered the phone. He gets on, I put it on with, what's his name, Ramsey, they talk. And they decide, oh, we'll send the, the HOPWA benefit tomorrow. We can get the check there. But meanwhile, we had close to $300 of expenses, 3 hours wasted, dreams that we will be getting the keys today. If you are a property, how hard it is to tell somebody this is the amount we need on move-in day. We told him by email this is a move-in date. It was very strange that email that I've sent with the deposit form were not received by him, by Isabella, and were not sent to Josh. And as I said, it was also equally strange that Josh was mentioned yesterday from the Colorado Health Network, and that it's only, after many days of being silent, that suddenly while I was sitting at Ramsey's office, while we were waiting for the staff to be put there, that this thing happened. And then you can see the transition of Paul being this nice, all my son. We knew they were in Atlanta. We knew they were in New Jersey. We knew they were in California. We knew they were in Nevada. We knew they had specific place, and we knew that they have some relationship with the hotel as well. And so we knew that all of that is coming together. And you can see the transformation as we were returning from the Isabella, as actually Ramsey was taking over from the manager, saying things like Paul calling in the car and saying, is there anything I can do to help? That's a bummer. that we have to return the stuff. And then, of course, by the time we get back, I say, oh, it's okay. By the time we get back, the tone has substantially changed. All of the phone number that I dial, all of the call that I've received from them, it's been changed. It's telling me that, now there is a connection that I've not foresaw before. But it keeps coming back to this. The medical waiver should have been done by now. We should have had the resources for the Isabella or whoever we have chosen. The eviction should not have happened. But we're back to the hotel. I'm back to the hotel. I'm frying. I'm suffering. And so you have to ask yourself, what more degree of cruelty can you expect from a human being? This poor lady, she has done nothing. She goes to work. It's just like the eviction. Get her upset, make her believe there is no future, there is nothing. Break it, break everything, destroy. For someone like me to have, in my condition, to have gotten up to the doctor yesterday, the neurosurgeon, to have found that the device, gotten the medical record. Just like they told me yesterday, we will bill you for the medical record over, the first, I think it was the first 10 pages or 20 pages, and it's 20 cents after that. I know the amount, I computed it. It's the same thing that has happened with Paul. We have talked. He has very specifically told me, we will send you an invoice. That was just 2 days ago. But, it's no surprise that they were related to the eviction. The point, however, is that having done all of that, having done the eviction, is that they will still continue. Even though those things are happening, there is more exposure, that they will continue to do so. And I try to get an answer from Josh. Hey, what about the medical waiver? Hey, what about the hotel? Hey, what about getting a place? Nothing. Just basically, came out of nowhere, answered the phone, said, talk to Ramsey. And you can see the connection. It's very clear. And then just turn around and said, I will send the check. But that doesn't leave the issue of the income, the payment, the medical waiver for what you have done for the frying that is going as I'm speaking. That does not take, into consideration the delay. But everything we are doing is just come up to nothing. It just constantly keep hitting a wall. And you keep asking yourself, why? What have you done that is so bad? What have you done as a human being that is so bad that you deserve this, that your girlfriend and fiancé deserve that? Why is this constant, non-stop humiliation? Why is this torture?